Hey freaks.
Um, Today we are filming a very unique episode, I would say. Me and Caitlin recently discovered that we both love Everywhere at the End of Time, the album by The Caretaker, which is supposed to be like a take on dementia or whatever. And we kind of wanted to do a little rundown of it and just
Yeah.
see. I did a lot of research.
I think
Caitlin
it deserves a lot of talking about.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a little episode about it. This one might be a little boring. I don't know, but okay. So I took a lot of notes. That's pretty much all I did in school today. So I did not pay attention.
Right.
I need a burp. Yeah. Still got strawberry acai with peach juice in my chalice.
Still got Pepsi, haven't watched it.
Yeah, from actually the first episode. It's really gross. But yeah. So Everywhere at the End of Time is part of the 11th recording by The Caretaker. This and the other songs made by The Caretaker sample different sounds and audio, such as ballroom music, and they're made to like represent the different stages of dementia, which, by the way, kind of set me into like a crisis, and I started freaking out because dementia is such. I can't explain enough. Dementia is such a scary disease.
Yeah, it's sad.
Because like, what do you mean you forget everything?
And like when we were listening to the song, we were walking in the hallway and the school had its lights out.
Yeah, because we were like doing a thing in school or whatever. So
That was really scary.
Oh.
Like didn't you say like slowly forgetting? Oh. It's blood.
But yeah. Let's see. Oh, there's a bug. So yeah, as like the songs go on and as the albums like go to stage 1 and 2 and 3, the music like gradually gets staticky and it gets farther and farther away from the original material and it distorts the sounds like played in the prior songs. And it's just supposed to be like from the mind of a dementia patient basically just like slowly forgetting everything, and that's just so scary to me. It is 6 hours of music, by the way, so crazy, and it portrays a range of events in the patient's life, including joy, despair, confusion, horror, isolation, and death. That's from Wikipedia. I did a lot of research on Wikipedia, so give me a break, you guys. But yeah, I think it's honestly just overall a really beautiful thing. There's a ghostly ambience to the whole thing. It's really haunting, to be honest. And also, it was I don't know if you knew this, but it was inspired by The Shining.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
It's a fantastic movie. Shelley Duvall has my heart.
I haven't seen it. I want to watch it.
You should sit
so
down and watch
bad.
it. It's just a long movie, so it's hard to sit down and watch.
Right.
Shelley Duvall, the love of my life. Another thing from the Wikipedia page I got is highlighting the whole thing highlighted the ideas of deterioration, melancholy, confusion, and mortality that are present throughout the whole thing. And that just freaks me out. Gang, that's gonna freak me out because what do you mean like you get dementia and you slowly start forgetting everything and you don't know who you are and like you just forget like how to do bodily functions and you die?
Yeah, and like something else about it is like your memories from like the past are come back, but you forget everything in the present. Like you only like remember the past.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like you're so checked out that like.
And you can hear that in the song. Like you can hear it in the music because the music sounds like it's from like the past.
It's supposed to be like an old-timey kind of music thing, and we'll get into it a little bit more, but like It's a Burning Memory is A1, like not like it's so good, I mean it is, but it's like the first song in the entire album. And
beautiful.
It's beautiful. Listen to it, please. I actually A2. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it is super good. It's beautiful. But yeah, you can like throughout the whole entire thing, you can hear distortion and like the slow like forgetting of It's a Burning Memory, and it is just so freaky. But yeah, so I kind of did some research on all the stages, and Caitlin is gonna read our first stage for us.
Yeah, okay, forgive me because I did not do a lot of research.
Yeah,
he didn't really specify how much we had to do, so I just thought just look it up,
I kind of went a little bonkers, but yeah, so you can she's going to be reading off the screen a lot. I wrote all this today, so I can do less of that, but it is what it is.
So, like, stage 1, okay, like, it represents, like, the earliest stages of memory deterioration. And it's, like, the closest source material of A Beautiful Daydream. So, like, you could listen to it. You'll see what we're talking about when you listen to it. The samples used are, like, looped. They have, like, pitch changes a lot, and you can hear, like, vinyl cracking in it. It's really nostalgic to listen to, like we said, it's like old-timey.
It's really old-timey music, and I don't know, just overall the vibe for like stage 1 is just like kind of like, oh, this is nice music, because
very calming.
It's supposed to represent, like I said, the earliest stages, so like you don't really even know you have dementia yet, like you're just old, you know.
Yeah, and it highlights that well. like he mentioned, like the overall like emotional tone of it is positive, but it's subject to change. And some of the names of the songs on stage 1 represent like different emotions, such as like A3, late afternoon drifting, or B2, an autumnal equinox, and they give off like a more peaceful vibe, where A2, we don't have many days, gives more of like a surreal feeling of like life is gonna end. Although it is, in my opinion, one of the most soothing songs in the stage.
So I
So
did write that.
yeah,
So that's actually gonna be my
that's
opinion.
his words. I agree with that opinion though.
No, yeah, because it's right after It's a Burning Memory. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get copyright strike again. But
Listen to it, please.
it is very beautiful, and it like brings so much peace because the first stage is supposed to represent like that peace before everything starts crumbling. So I am going to get into stage two. Stage two represents the realization that something is wrong, but I, as the patient, don't want to accept that. So this is kind of that like almost bliss ignorance of being like, I have a feeling, or people are telling me that something is wrong, but I'm not gonna accept that because like who's to say that they're right? And honestly, this already like immediately sets the tone for the rest of the stages because it like gives me that weird feeling in my chest because
Like
it's just like,
dread.
what do you mean? Like it's scary.
Yeah.
During the stage of illness, Kirby, the writer of these songs, says, "quote A person in this stage usually makes more attempts to recall than normal." End quote. Which is another scary thing because they're like trying to recall, but they're slowly losing it. And
Like
like,
imagine like
yeah,
trying to remember something that like just happened and you just can't because it's not
yeah,
there.
just going into madness. It's so scary. The sounds in the stage are a very different mood from the first one. Like it's a very different mood if you sit down and listen to it. The source material, which is like it all kind of circles back to the first stage, but it also like adds different songs and different sounds and stuff. But the material is way more staticky, which gives it like more of a dreadful and haunting ambience, and it describes ambience ambience. I can't talk. Sorry, guys. It describes as the stage where confusion begins to set in. So you're a little like, what's happening? The names of the songs on the stage are a lot more gray and have like more of a mod podge of emotions mixed together. I didn't really know how to describe it, but it's just like I'm not saying the original one was like black and white, but like compared to that, this is kind of just
Hmm.
like that like where it's getting a little confusing.
It matches the tone.
Yeah, some titles such as D2, Quiet Dusk Coming Early, and D5, The Way Ahead Feels Lonely, give off the like almost like a vibe that you're like lost and immediately sets the feeling that something is like off. But yeah, like to me, this is almost one of the scariest parts of the album just because like it's only a little bit irregular. So it's like I don't know, there's just something about it that's so like haunting and dreadful.
Yeah, and then the scariest part like leads into where the final stage, stage 3, where the loss begins to like heavily make itself very prevalent. It's described as some of the last coherent memories before confusion fully rolls in and the gray mists form and fade away.
And that was from the like writer
Yeah.
Kirby.
So the feelings are a lot more eerie and keep getting eerie, you know.
Mm.
Having a more drowned out like underwater sound to them, and some songs abruptly cut off out of nowhere, which portrays like despair and struggle for the patient who's trying their best to hold on to fading memories.
I don't mean to cut you off,
No, you're fine.
but that is so scary to me. Like
That's terrifying.
when I was first listening to it, because it took me like an entire day to listen to this, because 6 hours of music is kind of crazy. But just having like the songs being so like it's almost like you can feel them like leaving. Because I think when you listen to this, you're kind of supposed to be like from the mind of the patient who has dementia.
Yeah, it
And
puts you
so
in their place.
yeah, so hearing the songs just cut out and like having that like in your mind that like I know there's more to this, but I just don't like it's not available to me. It's kind of really giving off that dementia vibe, like I'm forgetting, but like I know there's more, and that holds like really close to me. Like just overall doing research on this really made me realize that dementia is like one of the scariest like mental diseases that can like infect you as you get older, because like as you get older the more like life is, it's getting fading away, and just having dementia and forgetting everything is just so terrifying to me.
Yeah, because it's so common, but like I don't think like people realize how like scary it is for that person. Actually,
Yeah,
it's terrible.
I think you're right here.
Yeah. So some of the names of the songs are combinations of the former stage songs, such as E6, Sublime Beyond Loss, and F3, Internal Bewildered World. The songs in the album give off a very odd and scary vibe, with little to none of the songs showing any glimpse of hope when it comes to escaping dementia. So three songs in the stage are named after American neuroscientist Benjamin LeBay. So E1, Back There Benjamin, E4, LeBay's All Joyful Camaraderie, and F7, LeBay Delay.
That was really funny. I like when I was typing that, I didn't read it out loud. It's funny. I don't really know who this is necessarily, but it just felt really important to throw in there because I don't know. I mean, it
As
makes
we
sense.
close, we should look that up.
Yeah,
Like before we
we'll look
close.
it up. But like, it makes sense that he's a neuroscientist, so he has stuff to do with your brain. So maybe he like researches dementia. I don't really know.
Yeah, like maybe that's why. I'm actually really curious.
Yeah, we're gonna look it up, gang. Hold on.
I'm looking it up real quick. He was a pioneer in the field of human consciousness.
Oh, so he worked in consciousness. That makes a lot of sense.
Consciousness, yeah. So
he kind of researched
that
dementia.
that gives me a little. That kind of
Yeah,
puts it in another perspective.
Really hearing this just makes your heart like sink to your stomach and give you that like dreadful, sickening like life is going to end and there's a high possibility that you are going to forget all of it.
Yeah, and like just hearing he's like about consciousness, like your consciousness is like slipping away, like, but you're still alive. Like that's
really
terrifying.
So I just kind of did a summary on stages 1 through 3. The opening track of Everywhere, and I'm just gonna call it that to just to shorten it. Wow. It's Just a Burning Memory introduces Heartaches, one of the main samples that gradually degrade throughout the series. And dare I say once again, that is so scary. Just knowing like the first song you hear, I think that he did that on purpose. Because the first song you hear is It's a Burning Memory, and you can hear that throughout the entire album. Throughout stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can hear it, but it slowly changes and its pitch changes and it deteriorates. And that is just so sickening because it's just so scary.
And it's so gradual.
And
like,
it's so gradual. Like you don't.
Oh,
hello. And you like don't even notice it happens, but like you recognize it. Sorry guys, this is Spider. But yeah. So let me see.
It's so scary.
In stage 1 is a version by Al Bowley, who is one of the most sampled musicians in The Caretaker, alias, which is just the Caretaker on his songs. The third track of stage 2, What Does It Matter How My Heart Breaks, returns heartaches in a lethargic tone, using the I don't know how to pronounce that something Ellis cover of this song. That's scary. Using the word lethargic, so horrifying. Because like that's honestly what this is. Like your mind is becoming slower and lethargic, and
I can't. Yeah, that literally makes me like feel like a sick to my stomach. That's so scary.
I know it's so scary. By the second track of stage 3 and Heartbreaks, the last coherent version of Heartaches can be found. Huh? What do you mean? So by stage 3, we're already forgetting the first source material. Now, it says that it's the last time you hear it, but if my memory serves me right, you can hear a little bit of it in the stage 4, 5, and 6, but barely. I mean, I'm going to get to that, but once you get there, it's becoming more of just a noise rather than a song. But yeah, so that's pretty much the analysis. Now, there's stage 4, and then we're going to research 5 and 6. We'll get to that.
Yeah, okay, so stage 4. The stage introduces the idea that the patient is at the point where the ability to recall singular memories gives way to confusion and horror. So, like, I mean, like we said this whole time, that's terrifying. You're horrified because you can't recall the simplest things, like that just happened. The songs on the stage are incredibly aware, like stage 4 being named Post Awareness Confusions 3 times, centered by the stage 4 temporary bliss state, which interested you apparently.
It did. I'll get to that.
Yeah.
So basically, in this, there are 4 songs, which is completely contrary to the other albums because they had like A 1 through 6, B 1 through this, but this has 4 songs on it, and 3 of them are called Stage 4 Post Awareness, which is another thing. This is the first time that a song itself mentions Stage 4, like it mentions the stage, so you're becoming aware. And so the first and second songs are called Stage 4 Post Awareness Confusions, which are it's so scary because like now at this point you as the patient are realizing like there's something wrong with me, like I'm forgetting, like this isn't right. And then right before the third Stage 4 Post Awareness is Stage 4 Temporary Bliss State, which is kind of like it's the most joyous of the 4 like songs, but it's just scary because it's like maybe like sometimes you can get this bliss and this peace that like everything might be okay, but then you just go back to being aware and confused, and it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, because that happens in real life too. Like, you'll have moments where like, oh my gosh, you remember this all of a sudden, and then it's gone.
Ugh.
Like you forget that you remember it. So these songs have gotten to a point where they're so distorted. It's more of a like consistent noise than like an actual song. Stage three, the three stage
You got this.
pause. The three stage four post awareness confusions are nothing short of horrifying with their scary overall vibes and lack of any joy. While stage four, temporary bliss stage, is the light in the darkness that almost gives like a glimmer of hope, like he was saying. And also in this album, all of the Caretaker albums are used, even if they're like barely legible.
Yeah, all of his like different albums and songs are used, but it's just I can't get over the fact that it's just so horrifying, because like
It's like,
it's
yeah,
it's so surreal, and it makes you like, since you're supposed to be like the patient or whatever, it makes you like panic a little bit because you're like, I feel like I remember this. Also, I think another thing is the song is so long, so that makes you like sit back and think like, I feel like I've heard this before. Like it almost gives you like deja vu,
mm-hmm.
which is super like, it's just really like off-putting. Um,
Honestly, dementia is like biggest fear.
yeah, like I didn't realize how scary dementia
Mm-hmm.
was until I researched this, because like I've been in and out of everywhere at the end of time, because like I think it's a really beautiful like symbolic thing, but it's also horrifying because it just makes it so surreal and makes you realize like this is a real thing that happens to a lot of people.
I wasn't aware it was about dementia
Oh yeah, it's a whole
until
thing.
like we were talking about it, and I looked it up and I saw it. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it's super sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
But stage five, also from this point on, I'm reading straight out of Wikipedia because I didn't do the research, so just give me a break, guys. Stage five has, there's so many bugs out here.
They're so cutesy.
Get away from me. Stage five has, quote, more extreme entanglements, repetition, and rapture that can oh, give way to calmer moments. Um, hey, I'm scared. Um,
Okay.
so at this point, not only are things super fuzzy and super like just almost not like legible, they also start repeating, and it almost drives you mad. Like it
Just
almost,
got colder, bro.
yeah, because they're coming to get us, bro.
I'm scared,
But
bro.
it almost drives you like crazy. Because it's just like it's repeating over and over again. Like I'm losing it. The album expands its noise influence by replacing the previously coherent melodies with violently overlapped samples. Um,
No.
yeah, so this makes it scary because the sounds are just like on top of each other, on top of each other. So you're almost like, I'll pick those up.
You want me to
But
go
you're
grab them?
almost like, wait, I know this, and then it starts playing over and over again, drives me crazy. It's like it's almost impossible to listen to, and honestly, I don't think I even got through the sixth like stage because it was just so like, it almost drives you actually crazy. Like it almost like you have to take a break from listening to this because
I
I
put
keep
the lid
moving.
on. You want me to put the
Because
lid
if
on?
you keep listening, I don't know where the lid went.
Sure.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Like if you keep listening to it, it drives you mad. I can't explain
Yeah,
that.
because that's what they feel like. Like that's so crazy.
Yeah. Tracks K1 and L1 share the name Advanced Plaque Entanglements, while M1 and N1 are titled Synapse Retogenesis and Sudden Time Regression into Isolation.
Whoa,
Also, if you
that's deep.
realize, like the song titles become more and more in depth and more like specific, and just you grow aware that something's not right.
Yeah, like I don't know, but like that sudden time regression into isolation,
Crazy.
that like made my spine feel cold.
Yeah, that like shot a shiver down my spine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Akin to stage four, they are clinical in nature, being directly named after structures and concepts such as like, these are going to be a lot of hard words to pronounce.
Yeah, hell.
Amyloid plaques, neurofibrillary tangles, synapses, and the retogenesis hypothesis. According to Kirby's description, the isolation is a result of the patient's time, quote, often being spent only in the moment, end quote. That's so horrifying.
But you can't remember the moment.
Yeah.
So like you're living, but you can't remember what you're living in.
And honestly, that in of itself is scary because it's like you have to live in the moment because you don't remember anything. You don't remember what happened in the past. You don't know what's to come, and you just have to live in the moment because if you don't, you have nothing, honestly, and that's just scary. The record uses the most vocals of the series. By the way, there's like vocals throughout the whole thing, but like they become more prevalent and just more horrifying like the later the album goes on. But this includes whispers and recognizable English words. Near the end of K1, a man announces, quote, "This selection will be a mandolin solo by Mr. James Fitzgerald," end quote. That's scary. Just like I don't know.
Because bits and pieces, like
yeah, like you
that's,
kind of have a feeling you know what's going
but you
on,
don't know what's going on.
and
Like
then
when
you
you're
don't.
listening to it, you don't know what's
Yeah, and
going
you're
on.
like, who's talking? Stage 5. Oops. Stage 5. Whoa. Stage 5 represents a metaphorical ghost, causing the patient to lose their identity, whereas the first stages saw the ghost drifting through a crumbled mansion, losing and lost. In stage 5, it appears compounding a failing system with the uncanny choke of abstinence. Whoever was writing these quotes
Oh,
was on fire.
my heart is like sinking.
I know.
Like that's terrifying. Like, are you kidding me?
Like, what do you mean? And this, like, pretty much what this is saying to me is like, there was like this ghost that was around, but he wasn't like prevalent or he wasn't like strong. But at stage 5, at this point, he's like so entwined within you and your mind that like he's becoming all you realize.
Like, are you kidding? A compounding a failing system?
With the uncanny choke of absence?
That's terrifying.
That's
Like,
a
not even
beautiful
in a
quote, but it's
joking way, but like that's terrifying. Okay, so stage 6 is cryptically described. Post-awareness stage 6 is without description.
Ugh. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it bad.
I know. As the most interpretive record of the series, the album consists of sound collages, forming a void of sound in which music is audible yet distant.
Oh my gosh.
That's like that's their life.
That's their life. Like it's
like
almost like this makes it feel like how am I trying to say this? Like, say you are the patient and life is that stick. You're just like barely, like it's just barely out of your reach where you can see it and you know it's there, but you can't reach it and you can't get a grip on it.
You can't feel it. Like you don't know anything about it until you like
become numb and you lose it, and eventually that stick's gonna blow away and you're gonna have nothing.
Yeah, and you know that.
And you know, yeah, like you're.
But you
aware
can't
that's
do
gonna
anything
happen,
about it at
and
all.
that's horrifying. Like I
That's-
would rather just be ignorant and let it happen than be aware that it's happening.
Yeah. Okay, it is most distant from the sound of an empty bliss and portrays feelings of anxiety, heartbreak, distress, isolation, and other unknown emotions, states, and perspectives, according to The Quietus. Like, unknown emotions, because
Yeah,
like
because you don't remember.
because you don't know the emotions that you're feeling. Like, oh, okay.
Like not being able to identify your emotions is scary enough, but then losing everything and not being able to identify that either.
Terrifying. Okay. While stage 5 had snippets of instruments and voices, stage 6 features a mostly drowned, empty compositions consisting of hissing and crackling, which Hazelwood interpreted as portraying the patient's apathy.
Okay.
It's the only
post-awareness.
post-awareness stage to feature emotional rather than clinical song titles, which are A Confusion So Thick You Forget Forgetting.
Huh?
You forget. Okay.
That's crazy.
My heart.
I hope the person who wrote this, if he's still alive, I hope he's okay, because like this is genuinely like heartbreaking.
That's okay. And then the other one, a brutal bliss beyond this empty defeat. Long decline is over, and place in the world fades away.
Oh,
can you imagine feeling yourself and your place on Earth like slipping from underneath you?
Also, the title "Place in the World Fades Away" really like puts it into perspective that like you're gonna fade away from the world and it's gonna keep going on without you. You keep forgetting all these things around you, but it's still happening and life is still happening and you're just being left behind. And that's just like almost
sorry I got scared.
No, it's okay, it was really loud. But like that just like almost sends me into a panic attack because it's just so
honestly like my heart is like racing.
It's such a scary idea.
Yeah, okay. After releasing stage 6, Kirby commented on the YouTube video of the complete edition,
which by the way I might link in the description.
Listen to it.
Please listen to it.
Quote, "Thanks for the support through the years. May the volume remain eternal. Symphony," which is French. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But that's deep.
Yeah, this stage really is just it really just sets the final mood.
I kind of want that on a t-shirt. May the ballroom remain eternal.
Low-key,
actually, okay.
Like low-key fire.
Okay, the final track plays.
My turn.
Oh, it is? It's still stage 6.
Well, yeah, but like I want to read.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, Devo.
We can work on it together. The final track, quote, "Place in the World Fades Away," unquote. I'm still scared.
Same.
Features organ drones, which have been compared to the 2014 film Interstellar soundtrack.
Wait, stop, because that's another thing. Like Interstellar is like gut-wrenching to
Relating this to Interstellar makes me want to throw up bad.
Literally.
The organ eventually gives way to a needle drop, leading to the climax of the series 6 minutes before the project's end. A clearly audible choir sourced from a degraded vinyl record.
I
That
feel
actually,
sick to my
that sent
stomach.
chills. Like choirs and scary movies and scary things are just like,
And the vinyl is degraded.
I know. Oh my gosh, I hope it loads. There was this comment on the YouTube video that I saw that was actually like gut wrenching. Okay, so this at M1902 Saber commented, me and the boys experiencing a slow decline into nothingness, which is a silly comment, but just the quote experiencing a slow decline into nothingness really like made me realize like,
What
wow,
like what is
you're gonna lose it.
nothingness?
Like,
Like
what is
what
nothingness?
is
And you'll
nothingness?
never be able to figure it out because like, what's not?
No.
You can't
But
imagine
if you
nothing.
get dementia, that's your life.
And that's just
Like,
so
and you
scary to me.
can't stop because there's no cure.
Yeah, hold on, I have to find my spot. The segment ends with a minute of silence representing the patient's death. Huh?
Oof.
So literally, you as the listener experience life. You have the beauty of life. You like start feeling something's off. You become aware that something's off. You start losing everything, and then you die. Are you kidding me?
Uh,
They die at the end.
and this, but the silence is there. Like, you know you're dead.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that just sent a chill down my spine.
Literally, I'm
Like,
sick.
you know, it's almost like, you know how people say, like, what did they say? Like, you have, is it 7 minutes or 7 seconds of like post death? Like,
7 minutes, I think.
it's like that idea.
Don't quote me on that.
That's kind of this whole thing because it's the last sex. It's kind of like
We
that.
know what you mean.
It's kind of like that thing where the last 6 minutes are like you can barely like you can't understand anything. Last minute silence. That's the last 7 minutes of your life where you're just like, this is it. Like this is the end
Like,
for
what
me.
happens? You don't know.
Yeah. Although the moment evoked varying interpretations from commenters, the most accepted theory by critics and medics is that it represents terminal lucidity, a phenomenon whereas patients suffering from neurological conditions experience a return of mental clarity shortly before death. So I did a little research on this. So basically, like the thing with this illness is that like you forget everything, right? As we've gone over, you slowly forget everything. It starts fading away, but before you die, it all comes back. So you start remembering things, and you start remembering the past, and these experiences come back to you, and it almost like gives you a feeling of hope, like I can make it, like this is it, like I defeated it. But then that's not a good thing because most of the time when that happens, the patient is very close to death.
And sometimes that happens while they're still alive. So, for example, I'm gonna use my grandma for an example. Like, the day before she died, we were like in like the hospital room, and mind you, she forgot how to drink and eat and swallow. And so all of that's like, can't imagine. And then like like the next day she could remember how to like eat, drink, everything. Like she knew all of our names, like everything that was going on. She knew where she were, what year it was, like everything.
Ugh.
And we were like, oh my gosh. And she was like, yeah, I'm doing good. Like, it's gonna be great. And then and then like right as that happens, that's it.
That's so horrible, and especially if you don't know anything about dementia, like if you're just like you did, like if you're experiencing it firsthand, like it gives you hope, and it makes you feel like everything's gonna be all right, and then just like that, it's nothing, and it's just I could literally cry because it's just so like
It's
it's so
terrible.
scary and so surreal.
Yeah. And you get mad too because then the doctors tell you, no, it's not good. But you're like,
what do you mean? Like
when
she
they're
remembers everything, she knows how to function. Like this is going to be okay, and the doctors are like,
no, it's
no.
not. Like, so we got mad, but no, they were right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You can read the last half if you want.
Okay, we're there. Okay. Felicie considered it the movement of the patient's soul to the afterlife, while the sound itself was identified by Bandcamp Daily's Matt Mitchell as ending the series in ethereal catharsis. That's deep.
That's like gut. This whole thing is just gut wrenching.
Yeah, I'm like into the ground right now.
I'm literally 6 feet under.
Yeah, literally. This segment samples a performance of an English translation of Bach's aria, Las mich in der Nacht Animal Kusan.
I'm gonna start floating.
Literally, that's German. Of the St. Luke Passion, BWV 246.
Right.
This aria was also used on the track Friends Past Reunited from Selected Memories from the Haunted Ballroom, 1999, and A Stairway to the Stars, 2001. The Caretakers' first two albums, a fact interpreted by writer Paul Simpson of AllMusic as the Elias in a full circle moment.
Wow. Um,
I literally am speechless.
like that's genuinely like I hate to repeat myself, but like it's just genuinely. And my computer turned off at the perfect time. That was beautiful.
Wow.
But it's really just that. Like it's such a serious thing, and like it's unavoidable. Like it just happens, and you just have to sit back and watch it happen, and you're not ignorant. Like you know it's happening, and
Yeah.
that's the worst
And the
part.
worst thing you can do, because like listening to this puts it into perspective, you can't make the person with dementia feel like they're ignorant.
Yeah, like
Like because they're not and they know that they're not, so that would just drive them crazy.
yeah, like being aware that you're so disconnected and that you're losing it is just ugh, it's just gross, honestly. Like it's disgusting to think about because like you're just not there and you're losing it and you're gone.
I know, and like things that will happen too, because I've experienced it like firsthand too.
Uh-huh.
One still happening. So like what'll happen is like memories from the past of like the patient will present themselves as present. They can't remember the present, and the like the far past is like what they like remember.
Hmm.
So like you they can also have visions, like they can also like see things,
Yeah.
and like things that might have happened, people that have already passed away but they forgot that they passed away, so they think that they're there.
Yeah, and they're like, let me see my husband,
Yeah,
and like,
it's terrifying to experience. Like my grandmother was in the living room and she was telling me to get the guy sitting on the couch a glass of water. There's nobody there. Obviously I didn't make her feel like there's no one there, what are you talking about. I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay, well, let's go in here and like
yeah, and that's almost what you have to do with dementia patients. You can't be like, there's no one there because you'll drive them insane because they're like, yes, there
you'll
is.
scare them.
You just have to
Yeah.
until they're like aware of what's happening at near the end of their life. You just kind of have to go with it because, like, that's just the humanity in it all. Like, you can't do anything, so the best you can do is just feed into.
Mhm.
It sounds bad, but you have to feed into their delusions just so they can feel comfortable in the last part of their life.
Yeah, because yeah, it'll just make it worse if you don't,
Yeah,
for sure.
and I think that's just horrible.
Yeah, a
It's real.
terrible disease. I hope there's a cure somewhere.
Yeah, I hope that at some point in the future we can grow aware of what can stop this and figure out whatever neurological thing affects people with dementia because
Mhm.
I don't want to get dementia.
I don't want to get dementia either.
Dementia's the worst way to die because I want to die sleeping in my bed, next to all the people I love.
Yeah, not like forgetting how to breathe.
Yeah,
Like,
like and
what do you mean my
that's such a
lungs aren't
that's
working?
such a real thing that people don't really talk about a lot. Like, yeah, you forget your memories, but you also forget how to function as a human.
Yeah, like you forget how to drink and eat and breathe and like speak. Like
And
you
there's such
forget English.
yeah, and your like brain doesn't like it moves from being like that's just like a automatic function to like I don't know how to do this. Like you literally go back to square one like
Mhm.
as a baby, except worse because you don't know how to breathe, you don't know how to do anything, and it's just ugh.
Yeah, like it said, it's like a full circle.
But yeah, I think I think that's gonna be it.
Yeah,
This is definitely the most like emotional episode of the Kankakee Cryptids, and I didn't. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to get all emotional on you.
trigger warning.
Trigger warning, but this is just a very real thing, and everywhere at the end of time kind of does that in a beautiful way.
Yeah, it's good to
And
bring
so,
awareness to it.
yeah, and so I think it's very important. At least go and listen to a few of the songs on the album. You don't have to do the whole 6 hour thing, but
Mhm.
just sit down and listen to a couple of the songs on each album and just see like really how it would affect somebody
Yeah.
because it's a beautiful thing. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us this episode.
Yeah.
So thank you for
So
joining us.
yes, thank you.
We love you guys. Bye, freaks.
Bye, freaks.